So I'm going to tell you what happened this morning when I woke up really early and I said, Creator, I need to be ready to, this class is so important. This needs to be something that's just like so potently right for everyone today. So here's what I saw has brought me clarity. I'm just going to read you what it says. This is from Instagram from a coach that I see. Anyway, it says, perhaps what we're meant to get out of all this is to trust in the unknown, find bliss in the little things, and trade fear of what's uncertain for freedom to thrive within uncertainty. I'm just going to read that one more time because our class today is about really surrendering into the space of the unknown in a big way, in a place where we can thrive in uncertainty, because we're living in this time and we really need to have that download. We've got to thrive in uncertainty. Otherwise, the energy of uncertainty is constantly breaking us down. So we need to grow and thrive and be our strong selves through whatever is going on. I'm going to read this one more time and then I'm going to go into a couple other things I want to share. Perhaps what we're meant to get out of all this is to trust in the unknown, find bliss in the little things, and trade fear of what's uncertain for freedom to thrive within uncertainty. Okay, so we're taking that into theta. The other couple of things I want to share with you is a really good, just real simple coping skill for when stress really rises up. And this story came from my favorite chiropractor in California, actually. I travel all the way there to see my guy who sets my atlas. So he said he used to see this executive who would be sitting in the chiropractor's office. Every time he would come in to treat him, he's like in his briefcase and looking on his computer, like quickly put it aside, his laptop. It's like, okay, I'm ready for my adjustment. And he said, every time I'd see this guy, I'm like, this guy is like a stroke waiting to happen, because he just can, like, he barely relaxes for the 5 minutes of the adjustment and then he's back on his stuff. And he said, after about a year or so of seeing this guy, I came in the room one time and I saw he was very relaxed and just kind of laying down on the massage table bed and waiting for his adjustment. And he said, I didn't say anything. I was like, okay. And then the next time, the same thing. And he said, I had to ask him. I said, hey, for about a year, I've seen you just be in this sort of stress whenever I come here. And so what happened? Did you have a stroke or something? Like, you really changed your ways. Like, every time I'm seeing you very relaxed and calm. And he said, oh, I went to a friend, and the friend gave me a word of advice that's really changed my life. And I just apply it to everything. And the advice is, hey, listen, think about whatever it is that's bothering you right now, and think this question to yourself. Is this same thing going to be bothering me 5 years from now? Will I be disturbed by this 5 years from now? Will it have, what will it be doing in my life 5 years from now? And he said, most of the time, any question I ask myself that of, the answer is no, or I don't know, but pretty much no. Because even if, he said, I thought to myself, even if my relationship ended, like if the worst thing happened and the love of my life leaves me or something like that happens, by 5 years from now, I'd probably be adjusted to it, assuming, even if whatever you want to think about. So even anything we're thinking about, how much of an effect is this going to have on you 5 years from now? I realize there's global things at hand right now and all that, and everything affects everything. But in your particular today case, you can maybe give your mind a little ease by bringing that in. Whenever things get so wrapped up, that's like, oh, what am I going to do with all this? Like, is this the same thing I'm going to be concerned about 5 years from now, or no? And maybe that just gives your brain a little bit of a mind space to push things out a little. Because right now no matter what, however much we disconnect from group consciousness, we're part of humanity. So unless you're disconnecting yourself on a daily basis, which I highly recommend during this time, it's going to be creeping in. It's everywhere. So really have that feeling of you are your own sovereign light being. You do have your own sacred, safe space. And you, before you were this body, you're this powerful, enormous spirit, and you're not this body. You're still that spirit inside this body. So you can plug into that light space of yours that is your enormity anytime that you choose. So really keep your power with you, because this is the time that the planet needs our light. We cannot shift into these other places of like being weak and worried. We need to be in our light and funneling in the light. We cannot be bringing in enough light because the whole planet is so thirsty for it. So whatever it takes to reset yourself, please, this is your job right now. That's what you've been training for, is this time, so you can stay in your own verticality. You could stay in your own alignment. So let's give you some help with the theta for today. So really surrendering that anxiety of the unknown when we go into theta, and I'll help you with the downloads. But again, any words that I say that don't resonate with you, please change that in your silent space so that everything resonates with your own mindset. This is about your world with Creator and your alignment. I'm just here to help you facilitate the best that I can. So as we tap in, we're going to be releasing that anxiety of the